Jensen for the point. Back to better through the block and down. Field goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Week 6 of North Dakota 9-man football features a tussle for third place in Region 2 between the Hatton Northwood Thunder and the Finley-Sharon Hope Page Spartans. Good evening and welcome everyone to Hope Page School. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer and I thank you for tuning in tonight's yourliveevent.com coverage of North Dakota athletics. The end of the regular season is just right around the corner and the race to the playoffs is on. The 2-3 Thunder travel to Hope for the first time since 2017 after recording their first defensive shutout in 6 seasons. For the 3-2 Spartans, it's a chance to cleanse last week's near upset against Mayport CG and spark their own postseason push here on homecoming week. At Northwood, Finley, Sharon Hope Page. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up on our pregame coaches interviews on our Iron Insurance pregame show. This is North Dakota High School football coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show here on yourliveevent.com. Now joined by the head honcho of Hatton Northwood, Tony Evanstead. Coach, your initial feelings tonight, how are you doing?
Overall, it's good. We're healthy as a team. We had a couple more guys come out this past week, which is always good to get more numbers when we only had 18 to begin the year with. So practices are a little better. We've been last week was good. We had homecoming last week. We had excitement throughout practice, and that carried over into this week for us. So it's been a good week of practice for us.
Let's talk about being healthy, also being winners this season. Going winless to winners last year, now to this year, and now you find yourself in a spot competing for the third spot in Region 2. What's the transition been for you?
It's been kind of up and down. Like you said, last year weren't able to win a game. We were too short at the end of the year because of COVID. So this year being able to get a couple wins under our belt early, hopefully that is able to keep going throughout the year. And like you said, fighting for playoff spots now. Last year we were out of them before we really knew what was happening, and now it's good for the guys to get that experience and have that the pressure of a big game or big games on them a little bit. So it's fun. It's been really fun for us coaches and the players.
You're coming off your first defensive shutout since, I believe, 2015. How can that propel your team even further after that pretty impressive performance?
Well, just having that confidence, that ability to know, like, you can do it. You guys can do it. It's fine to go out there and play. Just play at the best of your ability. And like we tell them, it's whatever. Remember the things that worked and repeat those, and remember the things that didn't work. Learn from them and try not to repeat those. So hopefully we're able to keep that defensive mindset with us and able to do that again tonight.
Now you guys are winless, went away from home, winless on the road. How can you leave the losses on the road behind and start something new tonight?
We just got to know each game is a new game. And we talked to the guys earlier this week. At home we're averaging 53 points a game, and on the road we're averaging not even 6. So we need our offense to be able to play away from home and be able to travel, and just focus on what we need to do to execute your jobs to your best ability, and just go attack it, go attack the process, attack the game, quarter by quarter, and then hopefully at the end of the game it will come out on the right end of it.
Big gust to win right there. Do you think that's going to play any factor tonight?
No, the only thing would be punts or kickoffs. Neither team really throws the ball very much from what we've seen with them, and we don't throw it a whole lot, but at times when we have to, we've been all right at it, but we'd like to be a little more successful with it. But the wind isn't probably going to affect too much either team's offensive plan tonight.
It's about 19 miles per hour, and that's something that Zara Carlson and Blake Jacobson might clock out at tonight. They have before. This dynamic duo in the backfield for Finley-Sharon Page, how do you corral them?
We just got to make sure that their initial bounce to get outside, that we have our outside guys there that are able to corral them back into the middle, back into our bigger guys where we want them to go. We know what they're going to try to do. They'll have a couple reverse or trick plays that we've seen them run, so we got to stay at home and be ready for that. But then we need everybody flowing to the ball, gang tackling, and just kind of that initial guy has to hang on. If he can't make the tackle, just hang on and get your teammates there flying around. And like we said, try to keep them inside, keep them where they can't get their speed going. So it's kind of plays into our favor a little bit there.
Any final thoughts and keys to the nice matchup, Coach?
No, not really. Basically everything we've talked about. I just hope it's a well-played game. Both teams are pretty similar, and kind of just we're going to run it at you teams, so we'll just kind of see how it plays out at the end.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you once again to Coach Tony Evanstead of Hatton Northwood, his Thunder squad overall on the season 2-3, winless on the road at 0-3, 2-0 at home, and 1-1 in Region 2. They are clashing with Finley-Sharon Page for outright third place in the region of Region 2. Let's look at the last 5 for the Thunder and this season overall. August 20th, a 50-6 loss to open up 2021 against Wyoming Lidgerwood. Bounce back versus Tri-State at home. 54-50 victory for the Thunder. A shootout, a barn burner to say the least. Lost to Hankinson in a tough one to swallow on September 3rd, 14-10. Bounce back, and actually not bounce back. They lost to Cavalier 54-0, but bounce back after that and put a 50-burger on the board against Griggs Midcoda. You guessed it, that one was at home in the last game the Thunder played. Coming in tonight at 2-3, ready taking on the 3-2 Finley-Sharon Page Spartans. The Thunder averaged 24 points per game and give up 34. They just bounced up from 11-man football last season after a 2-year stint in 11B Region 1. For the Hatton Northwood Thunder, they're back in Region 2 of 9-man football in North Dakota. We'll take a break here in our Iron Insurance pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk to the head coach, co-head coach of Finley-Sharon Page, Mr. Larry Fontaine, when we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with your live event.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley-Sharon Hope Page Spartans. The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Keep yourself healthy and take advantage of the September savings at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Get Health Mart Ibuprofen 200 milligram, 100 count coated tablets or caplets, $6.49. Health Mart Daytime Severe Cold and Flu caplets, $4.49. Children's Cold and Cough Multi-Symptom, $4.49. Allegra 24-hour antihistamine tablets are $18.99. And Hall's Relief Cough Suppressant Oral Anesthetic, $2.09 per pack. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Welcome back to our Irish Insurance pregame show, now joined by the co-head honcho of Finley-Sharon Page, Coach Larry Fontaine. Coach, most important question, of course, you know it is. How you doing this evening?
Hey, how are you, man? I'm fine.
I'm great, Coach. This is football weather, isn't it? The hair's blowing everywhere. The wind is everywhere. You got the cap on. Your hair would be blowing everywhere.
I got no hair, man. No hair to be blown.
I do, but, Coach, I believe back in your heyday, you'd probably give me a run for my money.
Roger that. I could before I joined the Army, yes, for sure.
Coach, how can your team give Hatton Northwood a run for their money tonight? What's your initial feeling walking onto the stadium?
Well, we're all excited. You know, it's our homecoming. It's our last homecoming as a Spartan football team. So we're excited to, get out here and bang some heads. We got to control the clock. We got to lay off the turnovers, and the penalties last week. We fumbled the ball 5 times, had 3 penalties in a row, on a drive in the second half. We just didn't execute the second half. We had just poor execution on our part, and give Mabel credit. They came out and took it to us. We came out flat in the second half, and we had lots of issues the second half, and we're looking to overcome that.
Now, here at a pivotal point in the season, playing for outright third place, the 3rd seed in Region 2, how much of a pivotal point is it for your Spartans tonight?
They know that if they win, we have a good shot at getting the playoffs. They know that. They understand that. They know what's on stake. They know we want to, continue our season. We know that if we win today, we got Griggs next week. We don't take them lightly. We're just focused on this game first, and then we know next week we got a winnable game, and then we got Cavalier. And who knows what's going to go on? Cavalier has to play Mabel yet, and that'll be Annie, and we're looking forward to just getting out today and getting this win and hopefully securing a playoff spot with it.
Yeah, Battle of the Unbeaten's not to be played yet. I consider a hootenanny. But this Patriots team, let's go back to that Mayport TG game. 12-6, you guys led at halftime. How do you feel you played in the first half against the Spartans or against the Patriots?
Yeah, I thought we executed our game plan really well. We knew that they were going to bring the the Bergstrom kid in. We just didn't execute. We just let him run all over us. He got 395 yards, and that's not typical for the Spartan defense. I mean, we're out of position. Our linebackers never fail So tonight we're looking for a little redemption.
Your defense is facing a sophomore quarterback in Derek Carpenter. You just switched to a 4-4 defense. How can your defense cave in on Carpenter?
We're just going to, we've been getting beat in the A and B gap this year, and so we want to tighten up the A and B gap. So we're going to go to a 4-4 and a 4-3. They're going to, put two guys out, wide, and so we'll cover them, and we'll be a 4-3, and then we move Blake's in the middle. Blake will fill that A and B gap, we hope, and then Cody's on the outside, and Carlson will be on the other outside, and we got to stop 1 and 2. If we stop Rig and number 2, we'll be all right.
Talk more about that bruising backfield. You'll be battling them all night long on defense. With Austin Rigg and Kelby Azure about 430 pounds combined in that backfield, what's the key to stopping them, and what makes them so good back there?
Well, we're just going to hit them low. We got to, control the line of scrimmage, get in there and just tackle them, hit them low. The wind's going to play in our favor. They're not going to be able to throw, and we're going to just put 8, 9 in the box, and we'll be all right.
And another important question, Coach. Everybody healthy? I know that you got some guys back after a few weeks off from injury.
Yeah, we're good to go. We're healthy. There's no injuries at all. We're hope to stay that way.
Good to hear that, Coach. Any final thoughts and keys in tonight's matchup?
No, we just got to control the line of scrimmage, lay off the turnovers, lay off the penalties. We had 5 goals today. One of those goals is to get everybody in the game, score 50 points is what we're hoping. I know that's a lot, but hold them to 12, commit hardly any penalties, and win the turnover battle. Those are our goals.
Good luck with that, Coach, and good luck tonight. Thanks for taking the time.
Roger, thank you, buddy. Have a great day.
You too.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City. They have a great student-to-teacher ratio at 16 students per class. Maple Valley ranks as one of the top 10 high schools in the Fargo-Moorhead area. For information, go online to maple-valley.k12.nd.us or call 701-749-2313.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. You just heard from Coach Larry Fontaine, co-head coach of Finley-Sharon Page. His Spartans at 3-2 overall this season, 1-1 at home, 2-1 on the road, and 1-1 in Region 2. As we have our starting lineups tonight for Hatton Northwood. Let's get to Hatton Northwood's starting lineups, and they're introducing their defense, and that's who we will introduce first. Their defensive line looks like this: Preston Bodine, Ethan Steinbrink, Asian Berkey, and Aslan Berkey, and Hunter Tweet. Middle linebackers are Kelby Azure and Austin Rigg, also with Hunter Frederick. Defensive backfield is Derek Carpenter and Jacob Corsmo for the Hatton Northwood Thunder defense. Offense for Finley-Sharon Page is Hayden Hushka, Grant Irie, and Brooks Braun on the front line. Irie the center. Liam Satcham, the junior quarterback, and his backfield is Zara Carlson, Cody Reamer, Blake Jacobson, Dylan Reamer, and Trevor Thompson at end. Dylan Reamer at end as well. Now you see on your screen Finley-Sharon Page being introduced on their homecoming week, the final homecoming week in Spartan history. And I believe we'll see the defense for Finley-Sharon Page as well. At linebacker, Dylan Reamer. At linebacker actually is Cody Reamer. Dylan Reamer is the junior safety. Liam Satcham defensive back / linebacker hybrid. Also with Zauer Carlson, Blake Jacobson as well. Hayden Hushka on the defensive end line with Trevor Thompson, Grant Irie, and Doug Gear returning from injury on the opposite defensive end line. Defense for Finley-Sharon Page, as they are coached by Larry Fontaine and Andrew Caines, assisted by Rob Schlopfeld. Hatton Northwood assisted by Brian Quinn and Matthew Slaba, also with Tony Evanstead, head honcho for the Thunder. Brooks Braun being introduced on homecoming week. Thanks for tuning in here on our Iron Insurance pregame show. Just moments ago, during Coach Fontaine's interview, you could possibly see it on the field. Former athletic director Mark Frost, long-time tenure here in the Finley-Sharon Page area, being honored at the 50-yard line for 40 years of service in his retirement. And big shout out and congratulations to Mr. Mark Frost on a great career. That concludes our Iron Insurance pregame show. We'll get going with kickoff here shortly between the Spartans and the Thunder. I believe the Thunder will kick off, and that's who we will see for the Thunder. Their defense first, so we get our scoreboard reset for you. Our pregame over and done with, and kickoff just moments away between Hatton Northwood and Finley-Sharon Page. Spartans won the toss. They will receive. The Thunder will get it back at halftime. On formation for Hatton Northwood to line up in on the kickoff. Nonetheless, it's week 6, and we are underway in Hope. Kickoff away, and there goes, I believe, one of my stat sheets, and that is gone. Taken by Jacobson at the 25-yard line, takes a nice lick, and that's where the Spartans will set up shop. That went way out the window. All of my storylines of the night gone. We'll try to get those back. That's what you get for not taping things down in 29 or now 20 miles per hour. Nonetheless, Finley-Sharon Page on offense. Start things off. Power backfield with the eye, Carlson, Reamer, and Jacobson. Referees get set, and we are ready to go. The first formation of the night. And thanks for getting my paper back here in the booth. Handoff left side to Jacobson. Finds a medium hole for a medium gain. 2nd down and 7 coming up on a 3-yard gain. Jacobson, his first carry against Larimore a few short weeks ago, went to the house. 62 yards, I believe it was. Jacobson only needed 4 rushes for 158 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Pole Bears last time the Spartans here in Hope. 2nd down and 7. Spartans come out, power I. Sending a man in motion, going Thompson to the right, Jacobson on the toss of the left. He gains about 2 more. 3rd and 5 coming up for Jacobson. Spartans dealing with 3rd and medium to begin the ball game. Quarterback by junior Liam Sadrum. The way the Spartans can run the ball, they might not need to pass it as much. 2 straight runs, same formation, offset backfield that is actually. Counter to the right side, now left. That's Carlson, and Carlson skids his way. 6 yards for the first down. That moves it to the 32, make it a gain of 7 for Carlson. On the first third down of the night, the Spartans cross the chains. 1 for 1 so far. Now at the 30-yard line, make that the 32 in Spartan territory. Here in the first minute of the ball game, power I once again. Satcham under center, splits a man out wide. That is Trevor Thompson, hands up the middle. That is Cody Reamer ramming his way for 12 big ones. That's 13 yards, actually, for Cody Reamer. Full steam ahead. His first carry of the night. First down at Finley-Sharon Page. to the 50-yard line. Ball's at midfield for the Spartans. Get you an angle here. Unorthodox booth and Finley-Sharon Page, that's fine. Strong power eye, toss to the right side, sweep for Jacobson, gets a block from Carlson, two-man the beat, and he's taken down at the knees for about 2 yards. Austin Rigg on the tackle. The senior linebacker, number 1, 5'11", 180 with the stop. It's a gain of 3 for Jacobson. His third rush tonight, he has 8. So far, Hatton Northwood has contained Jacobson better than Larimore did. Facing a 2nd and 7 at the Thunder 47. Last time these two teams met, 2018. Spartans took it from the Thunder. Handoff up the middle, Reamer, fullback dive, brings it for about 3. Reamer after 13 finds 3. Make it 4 yards for Reamer. It's 3rd and 3 coming up. Now last matchup between Finley-Sharon Page and Hatton Northwood, 2018 40-25 victory for the Spartans. And that game was at Northwood. Hatton Northwood hasn't been to Finley-Sharon Page here in Hope since way back when in 2016. Thunder won that game 42-26. A barn burner. Power eye, Satchram. Hands off. Jacobson right side. Had a crease. Now bounces back out to the outside. And he's tackled for no gain. It's 4th down for the Spartans. Spartans 1 for 2 in 3rd downs. They face their first 4th down of the night. 1 yard gain for Jacobson. Dylan Reamer out. In comes number 14 for Finley-Sharon Page. That's Drew Osmo, one of the ends. Coming off the bench, Dylan Reamer and Trevor Thompson started the game at end. The Spartans will go for it in Thunder territory. One back, that's Reamer in the fullback position. Jacobson motions back, handoff to Carlson, end around. Carlson cuts one tackler, now it's stiff arm at the 25, and now pushes it to the 20, to the 15, far sideline, and he's finally roped out of bounds. Zauer Carlson with a crisp run inside the 15-yard line. From the 43, Finley-Sharon Page converts on 4th down. That ball to the 8-yard line for Carlson. 35 yards for Carlson on his 2nd rush of the night. 1st down, Finley-Sharon Page. 1st down and goal at the 8. In motion, right to left, that's Thompson. Handoff, Jacobson right side, stretch play. Stiff arm, once man, makes a man miss. Now on the far sideline, and he's out of bounds near the 4. Second down and goal coming up for the Spartans. Second and goal coming up at the 4 after the 4-yard rush by Jacobson. Spartans converted on 4th down after the 35-yard cut by Carlson on the outside end around. Power eye. Ball at the 4. Satchram. Toss left side. Jacobson has blockers. Has the end zone. Touchdown. Finley-Sharon Page. Blake Jacobson jolts this game awake. 4 yards out for 6. Light the cannon, light the fuse. Spartans have a spark. It's 6-0 early. That ball was taken from the 25 to the end zone. 75 yards on the drive. Very efficient drive to the end zone for Finley-Sharon Page. They'll go for 2 here in the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. Spartans get the call. No passes on that entire drive. All rushes. 6 by Jacobson, and he finds 6. Power eye. Motion from Thompson. Toss to Carlson, right side. Sweep. Skids his way in. 2-point conversion good for Finley-Sharon Page. 8-0. Spartans on top of the Thunder. 1 quarter 7:01 left in quarter number 1 on Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. Finley-Sharon Page up 8-0 against Hatton Northwood. You are watching YourLiveEvent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Back for kickoff. Finley-Sharon Page, 75 yards. Thanks to a 35-yard run by Zara Carlson on 4th down and short. And a 4-yard touchdown scurry on the toss by Blake Jacobson. Had some blockers and found the end zone. 8-0 Spartans on top of the Thunder. On the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. 7:01, 7:89, 03, 1-5. It's homecoming night for the Spartans. The Thunder and the Spartans tussling for outright 3rd place in Region 2. Top 2 seeds, Cavalier, Mayport CG, undefeated so far this season, 5-0. The Spartans are 3-2, Thunder 2-3. Kickoff from Calvin Satcham, taken at the 20-yard line, deep back, makes a man miss, and Carlson cuts him down past the 35, make it the 36-yard line.
Seed the kickoff, brings it up to the 42-yard line.
I believe it was Ender Thorsgaard on the return for Hatton Northwood, or that was Hunter Tweet for the Thunder, and they set up shop at the 37 of their own territory. Hatton Northwood, quarterback by sophomore Derek Carpenter. He's in the shotgun, spread offense. Pass to the outside right side on a receiver, and that is Rigg. No, that is Azure. Azure makes me a miss, and that's actually Rigg, excuse me. And he gets past the 50 from the 37. A gain of 16 yards. Rigg roars past midfield for 16 yards off the completion by Carpenter. It's 1st down. We got a timeout by Finley-Sharon Page. Thunder booming in a big way early on after the 1st down completion to Rigg. 6:17 left in the 1st quarter. 8-0 Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Norman.
Back from the timeout from Finley-Sharon Page. Carpenter in the shotgun once again has the spread after the 16-yard completion to Rigg. Now he takes himself right side, calls his own number, and gains 4. First rush for Carpenter tonight. Satcham in on the tackle, and it's a hurry-up offense for Hatton Northwood after Finley-Sharon Page hurried up on their first drive. Same formation, doubles to both sides. Carpenter all alone. Takes the snap, back the pass, looks over the middle, wide open and through the midst of Hatton Northwood. Hunter Tweet was all alone and could have took it for 6. Instead, it's 3rd down and 7. The first time Carpenter went to a main receiver tonight, his 2nd pass of the night, and Tweet was all alone. Stop the clock, refs will converge and confer here. Single receiver out wide to the left. That's Jacob Corsmo.
Shotgun formation.
Shotgun for Hatton Northwood. Back in the backfield. That's Azure. Handoff. No, that is Rigg. Rigg takes it to the left side. Rigg is rallied on by Finley-Sharon Page for no gain. May have lost one right there. Looks like Grant Irie and Zara Carlson in on the tackle. 4th down for Hatton Northwood. Rigg's first carry of the night. First true running back carry, and it goes for 0. 4th and 7, and it looks like Hatton Northwood will punt.
Punt formation by the Thunder.
This is Kelby Azure,
Hatton Northwood.
the running back for Hatton Northwood, and a timeout by the Thunder. Going to rethink this. Down 8-0 to Finley-Sharon Page. Keith Airy, Pioneers Heat scoreboard. Be right back in 30 seconds.
In specials, 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced at $20,000. 2013 Alloway folding topper, 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Thanks you for your business.
Hatton Northwood didn't convert on 3rd down and 7. We're stuffed in the backfield. Off the rush by Austin Rigg. Looks like Hatton Northwood will punt with Kelby Azure planted at the 42-yard line, at the 43. Carlson back deep for Finley-Sharon Page near the 11 in Spartan territory. Nice booming kick from Azure. And this one, a beauty of a punt. Pat McAfee would be proud. That one's inside the 4, and that one was for the brand. Finley-Sharon Page will have to go quite the distance. Quite the distance after going 75 yards on their inaugural drive. First down and 10 coming up from the Spartans, buried deep in their own territory, up 8-0 here against Hatton Northwood. Ball is at the 40, now to the 5-yard line. An absolute beauty of a punt by Azure. Spartans come out, same offense as usual. Split out is Carlson from the wing on the motion, handoff left side. This is Jacobson, has no blockers, and he's tallied down for no gain. Looks like Derek Carpenter, the defensive back for Hatton Northwood, found his way in on the ankle tackle. They give Jacobson 1 yard, make it 2nd down and 9. Jacobson owns the 1 touchdown so far tonight, 4 yards out. No passes yet for Finley-Sharon Page. Same formation. Motion, left to right. That's Thompson. Hand off to left side on the toss. Jacobson, stiff arm, out of bounds right before the sticks. And it's 3rd and short. Ball goes out of bounds at the 11. Brings up a gain of 5 for Finley-Sharon Page.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 on the way for the Spartans. They're 1 for 2 so far tonight in 3rd down conversions. Converted on 4th down, 1 for 1. 35 yards from Carlson on the end around. Down deep in Spartan territory, 4:02 in the first quarter. Homecoming for the Spartans. Lone back, that's Reamer. Motion is Jacobson, handoff, and no, a pitch to Jacobson. Ball is on the ground. Hatton Northwood has that football, and it's 1st down and goal for the Thunder. I saw a penalty in there as well. A flag flew in. And it's against Finley-Sharon Page, the way the Thunder are reacting. Hatton Northwood finds the fumble off the pitch from Satcham to Jacobson. They call a hold on Finley-Sharon Page. It is declined. Hatton Northwood set up pretty at the Spartan 7. The first turnover of the night.
Recovered by Sukkot on the fumble. Carpenter brings him up.
Carpenter in the pistol set. Azure and Rigg to his hip and backside. Single receivers on both sides. Handoff to Azure, left side on the draw, and he is taken down for a loss. And on the play for Finley-Sharon Page on defense, Trevor Thompson from his defensive line position torqued his way in there. Hurry up offense once again for Hatton Northwood. That's Azure's first carry of the night. Same formation. Carpenter at the Spartan 7. Hands off, and that's a fumble, and that's Finley-Sharon Page football. Grant Irie, Johnny on the spot, gets it right back. Kelby Azure never got his mitts really around it. Tit for tat, the Spartans get it back. 1st and 10 for Finley-Sharon Page at their 10.
On the turnover at the 11-yard line.
Basically the same play. The Spartans fumbled on a pitch, but just never really got a hold of the football. Satchel with the eye will hand off up the middle to Reamer, who bullies away into the teeth of the defense for a medium gain. Reamer last time out here at Hope had 9 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown versus Larimore 2 weeks ago. A gain of 6 for Cody Reamer. Just his 3rd carry tonight. He has 24. He had a 13-yard run to begin the night.
Bierke comes in for the Thunder.
Satcham under center once again. Since Thompson going left to right. Now on the left side, that is. Hand off to Jacobson, and he is going nowhere. Brought down by the Thunder defense right at the defensive line. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Finley-Sharon Page. 1 for 2 so far tonight. Actually, now 1 for 3 after that fumble by Jacobson and Satcham. Ball at the 16. Still no passes for Satcham and the Spartans. Man in motion, Thompson. Hands off, left side. Carlson skids left, now goes up middle. And he does not have the 1st down. He's right at the sticks. Looks like 4th and less than a yard, half a yard we'll call it. Carlson's 3rd carry tonight. He's got, I believe, 38 so far. Jack Thompson comes out. Spartans with 4th and less than a yard will more than likely go for it. Up 8-0. 1:20 and ticking in the 1st quarter. Jacobson, the deep back, with Carlson and Reamer ahead of him. Blitz coming. Satcham's going to take it himself. Calls his own number on the outside. Gets a nice block from Carlson. And Satcham near the sideline is inbounds after the tackle by Rigg. And Satcham has that 1st down. Move the chains for Finley-Sharon Page.
And he gets enough yardage for the Spartans. 1st down. Move those chains.
Satcham picks up 2. Only needed half a yard.
Under a minute in the 1st quarter.
And 47 seconds left ticking in the 1st. 2 turnovers back-to-back by both squads on fumbles by Jacobson and Azure. Lead backs for both teams. Satcham. Handoff, Reamer, fullback dive. He's stuffed by the Thunder. Looks like on the play in there is Ethan Steinbrink. Steinbrink sticks it in. Steinbrink slashing in on the offensive line for only 1 yard. Looks like we won't see maybe one more play. We will see one more play with 5 seconds ticking. Spartans break the huddle. Sent out in motion is Thompson, and whistle has been blown. That's the end of the 1st quarter. At the end of the 1st quarter, Finley-Sharon Page 8, Hatton Northwood at nothing. 2 turnovers apiece, or 1 turnover apiece by both team here on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. We'll be right back after 1 minute. You are watching North Dakota 9-man football here on YourLiveEvent.com. From a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, may look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon Hope Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Welcome you back to Hope Page School. Second down and 10 coming up here in the second quarter. Finley-Sharon Hope Page on top of Hatton Northwood, 8-0. Keith Irie, Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Beginning of the second quarter, the Spartans on their third drive of the night. One drive, 75-yard touchdown, or 75-yard drive for the touchdown by Jacobson. And then a fumble by Jacobson. Now Satcham under center in the third. Rolls out to his left. Now skirts back right. Goes over the middle. Wide open all alone. Trevor Thompson has it caught at the 50. Now steps back and is corralled at the 45. From the 21 to the 45, the Spartans sling it for a first down. Satcham's first pass of the night.
Spartan first down. Thunder territory at the 45-yard.
That one all the way to the 45, caught 45 yards for Satcham on the first down sling. The first play of the second quarter is a big one for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. First down and 10. Thompson makes his presence known early. Handoff left side on the toss to Carlson. Skids back inside and bullies his way for 5. Carlson turning it on now. He has 4 carries.
Second and 5.
One pass so far tonight for Finley-Sharon Hope Page is a big one. For Hatton Northwood there, 1 for 2 so far. Austin Rigg caught a screen pass and took it right to left and cut it backfield for the first play in Hatton Northwood's drives tonight. Satcham under center with the eye. Hands off counter, Jacobson right side. And he finds his way for 3. Laundry on the field. No penalties so far tonight. Only one by Finley-Sharon Hope Page. That was declined. And it might be holding the way the Spartans are retreating. And it is more than likely holding as the refs converge and confer here. 8-0, Finley-Sharon Hope Page on top of Hatton Northwood. These two teams haven't seen each other since 2018. Thunder bumped down to 9-man football in Region 2 after 2 years in 11B in Region 1. Finley-Sharon Hope Page, it's last year in existence for the Spartans in this co-op. They call a personal foul, actually, against Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Blocked below the waist against the Spartans. That will back them up and then some. This puts it back in Finley-Sharon Hope Page territory, more than likely. This one's marched all the way back. I believe it will be at the 47-yard line of Spartan territory. Second down and 20. First official penalty of the night by either squad. It's a crispy night here. It's in the mid-50s currently. It'll get around 52 later on, around 9 p.m. The wind was at 19 miles per hour during pregame, and it's calmed down since then, thankfully. Second down and 17 at the 47, that is. Power backfield with the T. Satcham loses the football and pounces back on it for third down and long. Second fumble of the night by Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Besides that first drive by the Spartans, Hatton Northwood's defense has looked fairly decent. Coming in tonight, giving up 34 points per game, but recorded their first defensive shutout in 5 years with the 52-0 victory against Griggs Midcoda. That last shutout versus Mayport CG 2016. They shut out the Patriots 32-0. Satcham has time back to pass, and he throws it incomplete. Nobody there. Took a hit and pressured by Hatton Northwood. The pressure coming by Steinbrink and company. Also, Preston Bodine in there on the hurry. 4th down and 19 for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. First time tonight, the Spartans will have to punt. Calvin Satcham kicks off and punts. Derek Carpenter, the quarterback for Hatton Northwood. Feet planted inside the 20, now at the 21. Rare to see that. High snap from Irie. Satcham corrals it. Now will punt it and just gets it away on the rugby-style punt. And he did as much as he could with it. That one rolls to the 27-yard line of Thunder territory, downed by Grant Irie. Satcham was lucky to save that one. We've seen the Spartans have problematic punts before, most notably against Lower Litchfield Marion in Week 3. One punt was blocked by Colton Ness in the Lobos. The other was down by Satcham after he jumped on it after it went over his head. At Northwood, hurry up offense as usual. 3 wing, 3 backfield, 3 backs in the backfield. Carpenter hands off to Azure behind him. Azure takes it for 2 yards. Azure only 2 carries so far tonight. He was stuffed on his initial rush.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Ball at the 30-yard line after the 2-yard rush. Same formation. One back to each side of Carpenter. Azure behind him. Toss to Azure. Right side. Has some blockers. Now pushes back inside. And Jacobson pushes him right back. Jacobson and Azure. 2 big backs who like the bully. Gain of 3. Show of mutual respect from Jacobson to Azure. 3rd and medium for Hatton Northwood.
No huddle.
Thunder's last drive resulted in a fumble. Before that was a fumble. The other one was a punt. Rigg in motion, right to left. Gets it on a toss. That'll go down as a pass since it was a toss ahead, and he's going nowhere. And on the play, Hayden Hushka hauls him down along with Jacobson. No gain on the play by Rigg. That will go down as a pass by Carpenter. He's at 2 for 3. Rigg's 2nd catch. Owns both catches tonight for Hatton Northwood. Azure will punt. Swinging gate on the right side for Hatton Northwood. Azure gets it. He will pass. Wide open. One-handed corral. That is Rigg. Rigg will take it. He's got Carlson the beat. He's at the 20, and he's at the 10. 2 flags on the field. Touchdown Hatton Northwood. Rigg on the fake punt from Azure for 6, but it is coming back possibly. That ball is at the 33 if it stands. That'll be 67 yards to the crib for Azure to Rigg. We'll see what the flags are. You can hear Coach Tony Evanstad unhappy with that. It looks like that is coming back for the Thunder. I believe a block in the back possibly. Replay is up here. Block in the back against Hatton Northwood. And that negates the 67-yard touchdown pass from Kelby Azure to Austin Rigg on the fake punt. And I believe
The Thunder will have the ball at their own 41.
the Thunder will stay with possession. Rigg was ahead of the first down after the pass was completed. Thunder have the ball inside Spartan territory. The block downfield was committed after the first down was achieved. Back on offense, Carpenter. Azure to his right. Rigg behind him. Doubles to the left. And a false start by Kelby Azure. He twitched to the right. First penalty against Hatton Northwood. Rigg from the 33. That ball went to the 41 on that gain. That pass from Azure. He's been known to throw from the punt formation before. Same formation, handoff. This is Rigg up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Cody Reamer rams his way through for a tackle for a loss. Rigg so far tonight, only 2 carries on the ground. Still second down and 15 at the Thunder 46-yard line. No gain on the play officially. Azure to the left hip of Carpenter. Back to pass. Carpenter has a man. Crossing pattern is incomplete. Jacobson in coverage.
Brings up 3rd and 50.
He was looking for, I believe, Thorsgaard on the play, if I'm not mistaken. It was Thorsgaard. Hunter Tweet out there as well. Thorsgaard out wide to the right here on 3rd and 15. Incompletion for Carpenter. He's 2 for 4. Azure to his left. Back to pass again. Looks right. Will go right. He is sacked. That ball is loose, and it's back to the Spartans. Pressure on the outside.
Recovered at midfield.
Thompson and Hushka combine for the strip sack of Derek Carpenter.
Number 10 recovered the ball. Spartans take over on the
Trevor Thompson picks up the fumble. Hayden Hushka screamed and hurried off the far right side for the strip sack. That's the second fumble tonight by Hatton Northwood. First sack of the night as well for either squad. 2 turnovers for Hatton Northwood. Spartans have it at the 50-yard line right on the dot. Thompson goes in right to left. Toss to Jacobson right side. Makes a man miss. Now far sideline. And he's dragged down after 13 yards. And 2 penalty flags fly. And this one might come back again. Lots of flags being thrown tonight. No, they might call a horse collar. The way Jacobson was dragged down.
tackle by Hunter Tweet.
Hunter Tweet made the tackle.
Flags on the play.
And officially, personal foul, horse collar against Hatton Northwood. That's going to push that one even further. A 13-yard rush. It's tacked on even more. Jacobson turning it on. 9 carries now. Now make it 36 yards on the night for Jacobson. Second penalty against Hatton Northwood. 15 yards on the penalty. Ball goes to the 23. Spartans in business. Set up shop. Already up 8-0. Thompson right to left on the motion. Toss to Carlson. Same play. Azure in pursuit. Carlson cuts back inside on the far sideline and gains 10 more. Carlson with the cut of Azure in pursuit. Move the chains once again for Finley-Sharon Hope Page.
For another Spartan first down.
I believe that one also went out of bounds. I think Carlson may have stepped on the white line. Ball at the 13 of Thunder territory.
First and 10 for the Spartans at the 12-yard line.
Only one pass so far by Liam Satcham. Power backfield for the junior. Toss left side. Jacobson has blockers, has a lane, has one man the beat, and dragged down on the ankle tackle by Austin Rigg. Rigg saved the Thunder right there. And it brings it to second down and maybe 1. 8 yards for Jacobson on the carry. Ball's officially at the 2-yard line. Second down and 2 coming up for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Ball's actually at the 4 on the official spot. I formation. Reamer. Look out for him on those fullback dives. Thompson goes in motion. There's Reamer on the dive, and he is stuffed, going nowhere. Might have gotten the first down. It was inches to go. And they officially move the chains for Cody Reamer. Roaring ahead for just an inch. That's all he needs.
First down for the Spartans. First and goal to go for the Spartans.
Reamer 5 carries tonight, 26 yards from his fullback spot. First down. And I believe 1 to go at the 2-yard line now. Make it at the 2 for Finley-Sharon Page. Power I, Satcham. He has a plethora of backs to hand off to. He goes to Jacobson. Jacobson dives. Touchdown, Finley-Sharon Page. Second touchdown of the night for Blake Jacobson. Jacobson has brought the juice in back-to-back home games. 4 touchdowns last time versus Larimore, 2 so far tonight. That one from 2 yards out for Jacobson. 14-0 is your score. And drive 55 yards for Finley-Sharon Page. After the strip sack by Hayden Hushka, setting it up. Going for 2. Thompson goes right to left, handoff right side. Carlson cuts inside, upended. He is in. 2-point conversion good for Zara Carlson, 16-0. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood with 4:20 left to go in the first half on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. With 4:20 left to go, we'll take a break. 30-second break. We'll come back with kickoff back to Hatton Northwood after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
$16-0 Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood. Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. 2 touchdown rushes for Blake Jacobson tonight. 1 of 4 and 1 of 2 yards for the senior back, bullying the Thunder tonight.
And there's a couple of lights on the west part.
Calvin Sanchin the kickoff after that 55-yard drive to the end zone for Finley-Sharon Page. Another efficient drive to the end zone. 4:20 left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 16-0 ball game. 8 in the first for Finley-Sharon Page. Now 8 again here in the second. Satcham for squib. No, that's off his foot. Off his foot in a weird way. And now a fight for the football. Finley-Sharon Page might have gotten it back after Hatton Northwood touched it. That was an unorthodox attempt at a onside kick, if it was one, but I don't believe he was trying to. Maybe he was, just didn't get the right connection, and I believe Hatton Northwood got it back in Spartan territory. Perfect place to set up shop for the Thunder.
Covered by the Thunder.
Single receiver on the bottom of the screen is Thorsgaard. Azure is out wide to the left. Keep an eye on that. He's being guarded by Liam Satcham. A mismatch in height. Carpenter, pistol, takes it. Looks left to Azure. Now goes right for Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard had it through his hands, and he was penalized with Reamer in on coverage. Dylan Reamer draws the defensive pass interference, it looks like. See what the official call is, and I believe it is against Finley-Sharon Page. We have another flag on the field. That one's all the way back near the 50. See if they offset. If they're on both teams, we'll find out. Hold against Hatton Northwood and a defensive pass interference against Finley-Sharon Page. Those will offset, and we'll replay first down. First play of a drive for Hatton Northwood. Down 16-0. Carpenter, toss right. Rigg has a lane, has a block. Another flag, stiff-armed into the turf. Rigg sends Reamer. Tackle near the sideline. Flag all the way back at the Spartan 45. Coach Larry Fontaine is at the 45, shouting at his defensive end, Doug Gear. Now see 2 flags out there. See what they are.
2 different penalties on the play.
Rigg was ripping his way through the Spartan defense here on this near side on the toss. Holding Hatton Northwood. Finley-Sharon Page picks up unnecessary roughness. Offset once again, back-to-back plays, back-to-back penalties by both squads. Similar to fumbling back-to-back times. Azure on the bottom of the screen, split out wide to the right.
Yeah.
Believe they will keep it at first down and 10 at the 48-yard line after all that. Azure split out wide to the right. Thorsgaard to the left. 2 backs to Carpenter. Carpenter looks to Azure. Slant pattern through his hands. Incomplete. Azure has fumbled the ball and he's dropped a slant. Brings up second down and 10. 5th pass of the night for Hatton Northwood, letting it sling a little bit more. The wind has died down. Coach Fontaine talked about in our pregame coach's comments how the wind would play a factor against Hatton Northwood's passing game. No wind right now, but not much to speak of for Hatton Northwood. Handoff left side to Rigg, and he's going nowhere. No gain.
Tackle by Reamer.
Reamer and Thompson in on the play.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 10.
Cody Reamer and Trevor Thompson tally on another tackle. 3rd down and 10 for Hatton Northwood. Rigg has 3 carries and 0 yards. Also 2 catches, 1 of 16. Doubles to the right for Carpenter. Looks to the right. Bubble screen. That is Rigg. He's going nowhere. Liam Satcham read it like a book. Jacobson cleans it off. And it's 4th down and long. Loss of 2 yards on the pass.
Brings up 4th and 12.
Rigg has got all 3 tonight from Carpenter. 4th down and 12. Looks like they'll go for it. Thorsgaard on the bottom of the field on the right hash mark. Azure split out wide to the left, guarded by Satcham. 2 backs with Carpenter. He looks right. He will go right. It's batted by Carpenter to Carlson. Turnover on downs. Zara Carlson got his right hand on it, and Finley-Sharon Page gets the football back. Carpenter didn't even look twice over at Azure's side. He was committed to Thorsgaard and took a chance. That chance may cost the Thunder, down 16-0. Ball back at midfield for Finley-Sharon Page's opponent offense.
2 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter.
Power I. Similar song and dance for Finley-Sharon Page. Jack Thompson goes right to left. Sweep to Carlson right side. Breaks through 1 tackle and rolls over with Ethan Steinbrink for a gain of 4. Carlson, the gain of 4. He has 57 tonight on 6 carries. 35 of those came off 1 run on 4th down and short on the first drive of the night. At the 2:05 mark here in the 2nd quarter. Left side, Jacobson, stretch play. Flag on the play. Jacobson has the angle and will angle out of bounds, but I believe that will be coming back. Jacobson had the crease and elected to go out of bounds. May have saw the penalty be thrown. It's a hold against Finley-Sharon Page. Their 2nd penalty tonight. Now push it back. Exactly where that penalty was marked, and it will back up Finley-Sharon Page into their own territory. 2nd down and 12 coming up at the Spartan 48. Again, Satcham, only 1 pass so far. May not need to pass with 16 points in your back pocket. Toss, Carlson left side, has blockers, cuts inside, bullies a man on lowering the shoulder, and he gains a big chunk back for a third down and short. 10-yard rush for Carlson.
3rd and 3.
Make that a 9-yard gain. Carlson tonight has 63 yards. Make that 73 yards on 7 carries. Satcham barks, hands off. Carlson, to Jacobson. Carlson gets a block. Jacobson stopped right at the line to gain.
Brings up 4th and short.
Carlson had a nice block. Substitution for Finley-Sharon Page. No, a timeout by Coach Larry Fontaine with a 4th and 1 to ponder. Up 16-0 against Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. Be right back in 30 seconds. Coming back from a timeout by Finley-Sharon Page, their first of the first half, up 16-0 against Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard, pondering a 4th down and 1. Spartans are 1 for 1 so far tonight on 4th down.
4th down and 1 to go at the Spartan 41.
That 4th down conversion courtesy of Carlson on 35 yards on the end around. That was the first drive of the night. Coach Brian Quinn, assistant coach for Hatton Northwood, bringing the energy on the sideline. Power eye for Satcham, hands off, deep back is Jacobson, has a crease, has the first down. And Jacobson with more juice, that's actually Carlson. 9 yards for Carlson on the first down rush. Ball is at the 33-yard line. 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions for Finley-Sharon Page tonight. Under a minute now, 47 seconds in the first half. Satcham, play action, goes to the right, has a man, and through the hands of Zara Carlson. In coverage on the play, Derek Carpenter. Carpenter in his defensive back position, following Carlson out of the backfield.
2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line.
2nd and 10. Just Satcham's second, make it, I believe, 3rd pass tonight. That's actually his second. 45 yards earlier to Jack Thompson. Hatton Northwood gets the football back in the 3rd quarter. Spartans won the toss and received. Marched 75 yards down for the score. Satcham on the wishbone, hands off Jacobson for 5 yards. Azure in on the tackle. Looks like Finley-Sharon Page going hurry-up offense. Only 30 seconds to go and ticking. Ball at the 28. 6 yards for Jacobson. Play action to Jacobson. Satcham has time, then goes right and overthrows Thompson. Thompson was breaking towards the pylon, and Satcham tried to lead him on over the middle. 4th down and 5.
Reminder, at halftime we have homecoming festivities.
4th down and 5 for Finley-Sharon Page. Their second 4th down to face on this drive. Carlson out in favor of Jack Thompson. Ball's at the 28-yard line. Thompson was open on that post route as well. Satcham led him on correctly. Satcham in the shotgun. Don't see that often. Has 2 wings. Jacobson, one of them, runs a corner route. Satcham now rushed and hurried and roped down on the sack by Ethan Steinbrink. Slipping through the offensive line. Turnover on downs.
Thunder take over on downs. 16 seconds to go in the quarter.
Michael Steinbrink on the tackle and on the sack. And the clock stops at 16 ticks left. And I have a flag on the field now. It's waved off, and it's given back to Hatton Northwood. You don't see Finley-Sharon Page going the shotgun very often. Not a lot of time for Satcham to work with. Hatton Northwood has 16 seconds to work with, down 16-0. Carpenter with Azure and Rigg in the backfield. Thorsgaard to the right. Split out. Play action to Rigg. Carpenter rolls to his right. Flushed out. Now has a man. Thorsgaard. Back shoulder catch. Has it on the sideline. One man to beat. Tiptoes the sideline. He is out of here. Touchdown. Hatton Northwood. 72 yards to the crib. Ander Thorsgaard. For 72, he beat Reamer on the play. And it's 16-6. One play, one score for Hatton Northwood with 3 ticks left.
Thunder line up for the conversion.
2-point conversion for Hatton Northwood on its way. And a flag on the play. Off. Hatton Northwood, false start. Now they'll line up at the 8. Touchdown of actually 68 yards. Beg your pardon, for Thorsgaard from Carpenter. Line up from the 8, do it over. Play action, roll to the right, similar concept. Azure off his hand. Carlson in coverage. Incomplete. It's 16-6 with 3 seconds left between Finley-Sharon Page and Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. We are back in 30 seconds for the kickoff.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Welcome you back from the touchdown strike from Carpenter to Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard takes it 68 yards to the house. Carpenter showing off the cannon on the run to his right. With 3 seconds left, it's a 16-6 lead for Finley-Sharon Page, 10-point game. Frederick tees it up for Hatton Northwood. Hunter Frederick, the kicker. The unorthodox kickoff team. Jacobson and Carlson, the deep backs. Weaving around, squib kick over the middle. Penalty on Hatton Northwood. It looks like they're off sides. Looks like number 11, Aiden Nystrom, the culprit as well. Hatton Northwood will re-kick now. That penalty on the Thunder tonight, they're the third. Backs it up
5-yard penalty. The kickoff will take
to the 35. One play from Carpenter to Thorsgaard after Finley-Sharon Page turned it over on downs. 68 yards on the pass. Carpenter has completed 4 tonight. And of course that 68-yarder, his longest of the night. Frederick, a squib liner to the deep back Jacobson, taken at the 20-yard line, goes to his right far sideline. Has a crease on the far sideline, has some blockers. Frederick the beat, and Frederick laid the wood to make the final stand. Jacobson down And that's how the first half ends. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood, 16-6 on the Keith Lowry Pioneer Seed scoreboard. We'll go to our halftime break, but before that, we have a special interview from our own Kevin Kochman of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated with Minnesota Vikings tight end Ben Ellefson, former Holly Nugget, and we'll take it away with Kevin and Ben.
Pleased to be joined by Minnesota Viking tight end Ben Ellefson. Of course, class of 2015 at Hawley, NDSU grad, and we had last chatted with Ben when he was with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and of course now Ben getting called up from the practice squad, contributing to the Vikings last week against the Arizona Cardinals. Tell us what it's like getting to play for your hometown NFL team.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful opportunity. Obviously, very excited to be back home, closer to family, and allow family to watch games, come to games, and things like that. So. Growing up, I was a Vikings fan. I wasn't a diehard guy, but obviously very familiar with the Vikings and the whole system and the business of it. So, yeah, just very excited to be here.
What was most exciting as someone who remembers you in high school and then seeing you in college and now seeing you play in the NFL, watching you make plays, blocking against some of the best players in the NFL. Going into last week, were you expecting a lot of playing time, Ben, or was it, kind of just wait and see how it goes?
I guess leading up to the game, yeah, it was kind of just see how it goes. But we had some different things that we did throughout practice, different packages and plays and things like that. So I expected to play a little bit. I obviously wasn't told how much or anything like that, but you just got to be able to go and be ready when your number's called. So I just did what I could.
It's just kind of the lunch pail mentality, right? So from the NFL life to college life, the transition, how has that worked for you, especially now making that move from Florida back home to Minnesota?
Obviously, the game speeds up a little bit. Guys are a little bit bigger, faster, more athletic at this level, and so you just got to really dial in and critique yourself on fundamentals and technique and things like that. They just become more important, because if you don't use them properly, you're going to get exposed. Because, like you said, you're going against the best of the best. So that whole aspect has kind of been a learning curve, even in my second year now. But I've had a lot of good mentors, good coaches, kind of helped me along the way. Even my college coaches, I still stay in contact with them. So, it's just been, I got a lot of people in my corner. So I'm very grateful for that. And then, obviously the transition, that's part of the business, going from Jacksonville to Minneapolis. So you just kind of have to go by the seam on your pants. You know what I mean? So yeah, it all kind of happened really fast. And one morning I was in Jacksonville, and then that night I was in Minneapolis, and I was a Viking. So obviously very grateful for the opportunity, and just excited to be here.
The Nugget football program in Hawley, very successful. You were on the team, making state playoff appearances. So, comparing now to and how important was your coaching staff in your early days of learning the game of football, and how that has put you to where you are today?
Yeah, I think the big thing in high school was, one of the things that we talked about, and my class and the teams that I played on in high school were really close, just competitively. We all got along together. We were kind of, that instilling that family aspect of what football is, and I've seen that throughout my college playing days, and then even here at the NFL level. It still, kind of holds true. And so that camaraderie and being able to be friends with everybody, maybe on the field you're not, but when you step off the field, there's no bad blood at all. And so just that instilling that family, early in my career, I think was really helpful, at the high school level. And just, obviously that's kind of where you learn a little bit about football, and obviously it changes a little bit when you get to the college level, but obviously you need to have a good foundation, and so I'm very grateful for the coaches that I had in high school.
I know you've always been really humble, still are today at the same level, to be 25 years old, be excited about playing in the NFL, be excited that this is your career, to make the 53-man roster for the Vikings. I'm sure has to be at the moment too a little bit of just like pinch me, right?
A little bit, but at the same time, you can't dwell on it too much, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day, and that's why you got to just come to work and do what you can to keep your spot and earn your spot every day. And that's another thing that I've learned, just seeing the business of everything. But I'm excited to be a part of it and just continue to do that.
So you talk about having a lot of people in your corner. You've been leaning on some of those mentors even now at this stage while you fit this daily grind of the NFL?
Absolutely, yeah. My parents have kind of always been there, kind of the backbone, and then I have a really good coach in Coach Tyler Roll from NDSU that I talk to almost on a weekly basis. Whether it's life stuff or technique, scheme, just anything. And he's somebody that's always pushed me and helped me along the way. So, even to this day, second year in the NFL, he's still texting me, telling me to, lower my pads or sink my hips or things like that when he's watching film of our games. So, always appreciate the coaching, and I'm sure it'll continue on for a while.
Now, you're still Ben from Hawley, just like you've got a guy in your locker room now who's just still Adam from Detroit Lakes. Well, you've got youngsters looking at you at the Hawley school saying, that could be me. So what advice do you have for them? You continue to, kind of live out your dream of playing in the NFL. What advice do you have for your youngsters back at Hawley that are looking at you now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say the biggest thing is don't let anybody else tell you what you can and can't be. There's always going to be doubters, and there's always going to be people that say you can do this and can't do that. Don't listen to people that say you can't do something. More than likely, they're jealous of something that you have, and so just keep your head down and just work. Just let yourself know that hard work is going to pay off at some point. It might be later rather than sooner, but yeah, that's probably the best thing I can say.
Vikings tight end Ben Ellefson. Thank you so much, Ben, for your time. We appreciate it, and best of luck with your season. We'll all be following along.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. We'll see you.
Thank you for that, Kevin Kochman. His talk with Minnesota Vikings tight end Ben Ellefson taking the time, and thanks to Ben Ellefson for taking the time with Kevin, putting that together for you tonight. Ben Ellefson, a former Hawley Nugget and North Dakota State Bison, as well as a former Jacksonville Jaguar before being signed on from the practice squad by the Minnesota Vikings, the hometown kid. Here in the hometown of the Spartans, Hope Page School, it's 16-6 at the half in favor of Finley-Sharon Page over Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat School Board. Let's see how we got there. First drive of the night, 75 yards for the Spartans, culminates at the 7:01 mark with a 4-yard touchdown run by Blake Jacobson. 2-point conversion good by Carlson on the cut. Later on in the second quarter now, with 4:20 left to go, Jacobson, a 2-yard run for the touchdown again. 2 tonight for Jacobson, and the 2-point conversion from Carlson once again is successful with just 16 seconds on the clock after Finley-Sharon Page was held on 4th down by the Hatton Northwood defense. Carpenter lets it loose on a 68-yard touchdown strike to Hunter Thorsgaard to finally get on the scoreboard. 2-point conversion no good. A penalty by the Thunder and a drop by Asher negated that conversion, and that's where we stand, 16-6 between Finley-Sharon Page and Hatton Northwood. Take a break and come back with our halftime statistics for both squads after this break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Welcome back to our halftime report on YourLiveEvent.com. 16-6, the halftime score in favor of Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. 2 touchdown runs by Blake Jacobson and 1 touchdown pass from Carpenter to Thorsgaard, 4-6. Let's see these numbers for both of these teams and these young players, starting off with the visiting 2-3 Hatton Northwood Thunder. Only, I believe, 5 rushing yards for Hatton Northwood tonight. 6 carries combined between Azure and Rigg. Azure with 5 on 3, and Rigg has not tallied a yard so far on his 3 rushes. As for Derek Carpenter, tonight he's 4 for 8 passing the football, but that last pass, the most important pass of all, pinpoint to Thorsgaard on the sideline, who tight-roped it to the end zone, beating Reamer. And at the end of the first half, 87 passing yards for Hatton Northwood, a combined effort of 92 for the Thunder, down by 10. For Finley-Sharon Hope Page, Carlson, 8 rushes, 83 yards. A couple of first down rushes in there, 1 of 35 and 1 of 83. Excuse me, 1 of 9, excuse me. That would be quite the first down rush, not the pull off a touchdown. Jacobson, 13 rushes for 53 yards. Cody Reamer, the fullback, 5 rushes, 26 yards. And Satcham finds himself 1 rush for 2. Satcham passing tonight, 1 for 3, 145-yard connection. That was to Jack Thompson for 45, of course. Finley-Sharon Page at the half stands with 207 overall yards of offense, 164 rushing yards, and 45 passing. I may have done my math wrong there here in the lack of light we have in the booth. Let me double down and make sure we have the right number for you. In this 16-6 ball game between 2 Region 2 rivals battling for outright 3rd place behind the undefeated Mayport CG Patriots and the undefeated Cavalier Tornadoes. Double check. And 200 and one more time. Always got to double down on your calculator. 209 overall yards. That is for Finley-Sharon Page, and that's where we stand. Spartans on top in the stats, on top in the scoreboard, and they will get the chance to play defense and defend that lead up by 10 when the Thunder take the kickoff in the 3rd quarter. When we come back, we'll look around the league in YourLiveEvent.com's coverage area after this minute break.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Welcome back to our halftime report. 16-6, Spartans on top of the Thunder. Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. Let's look around the YourLiveEvent.com coverage area. Start with the Minnesota side. Only 2 football games in Minnesota coverage area being played tonight. Millman-Waubun, Ada Borup West, and Ada. The Cougars on top of the Thunderbirds, 19-12. Ada Borup West leads in the second quarter. Let's jump over to the first recommended video on the screen for me right here. And at the half, in Central Cass, the Squirrels taking it to the Lisbon Broncos, 28-8, a 20-point game in favor of the Squirrels. In North Dakota Region 1, hop to North Dakota Region 2, high school football. We have Hillsborough Central Valley traveling to Carrington. And in the third quarter, it's all Burros on top of the Cardinals, 28-0. The Burros looking for another shutout, consecutive shutouts possibly on the horizon for Hillsborough Central Valley. Kindred and Oak Grove playing tonight. Kindred on top of the Grovers, 27-0. Looks like kickoff just underway in the third quarter. If you can find Holly. Holly is playing tonight as well on yourliveevent.com. West Central Ashby and Holly in a tight one. The Knights on top of the Nuggets, 14-7 at halftime. Hometown team of Ben Ellefson, who you heard from at halftime with our interview by Kevin Kochman. Looks like they're ready to go here in the third quarter. No extra time being put on for half. That's fine. Let's get this 16-6 ball game back underway between Finley-Sharon Page and Hatton Northwood. Calvin Satcham will kick off. He's looking for the tee. That's maybe important and ideal to kick off with. Doesn't look like anybody was ready to get this second half underway, and we'll pause for now. Stay here, 16-6. Finley-Sharon Page back on defense. A good defensive effort, very dominant for the most part. The Spartans caused 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles, both picked up by Finley-Sharon Page. Azure dropped one on a draw, just let it slip right through his mitts. Hayden Hushka hurried Derek Carpenter on the quarterback sack and the strip, and the quarterback strip picked up by Thompson. Now was it Trevor Thompson on the fumble recovery? I'm not sure what the exact delay is. Maybe the ball boy or the official ball we need right now. Coach Larry Fontaine has his hat off, so you know he's not happy. And the hat's off. There's no happiness. And there we are. There's our savior. 2 footballs, just to be sure. Homecoming night for Finley-Sharon Page. The Spartans making it count, up by 10. Ready to kick off here in the third quarter.
Car right by the bleachers, please turn off your lights on the west side of the field.
Last time Hatton Northwood was in Hope, 2016, Thunder took it to the Spartans 42-26. That was back when both teams were in Region 1. Satcham, right leg away, taken at the 25-yard line, fumbled by Thorsgaard, picks it back up, carries it loosely, and bullies down, I believe, Reamer. Reamer hung on. That was actually Calvin Satcham hanging on. He was possibly the last line of the fence for Finley-Sharon Page. Flag on the play. Looks like it will push it back for Hatton Northwood. Typically on kickoff returns, you see a flag. It's against the receivers. Block on the back indeed on Hatton Northwood. I believe that's their 5th penalty tonight. Only 2 so far by Finley-Sharon Page. That backs up Hatton Northwood to the 37, now make it 32-yard line. Carpenter on offense back out after the 68-yard touchdown strike on their last official play before the 2-point conversion. Ball's at the 25. Now we're all set and squared. Spread offense for Carpenter. Azure to his left. Rigg at the left side in receiver formation. Thorsgaard covered by Reamer. Dylan Reamer in tight coverage in the hip pocket. And it's incomplete on a go route to Thorsgaard. Reamer has been beat before by Thorsgaard on the last pass attempted by Carpenter on that long touchdown strike. 2nd down and 10. Azure split out wide to the left. Rigg in the backfield behind Carpenter. Pistol set, drop back to pass. Goes over for Azure, slant pattern, caught, tackled by Satcham. And that's a passing catch of 12 yards to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the completion, first down and 10. Catch from Azure is his first tonight. Carry to the right side. This is Rigg. Rigg is raked down by Carlson and Satcham for a minimal gain. Hurry up offense once again. Hatton Northwood just looks at their wristbands as Coach Tony Evans said, barks out orders. Second down and 8. 2 yards for Rigg, his first official yardage of the night on his fourth carry. 2 backs with Carpenter. Hands off. Rigg up the middle behind him. Maybe gained half a yard. Once again, running into the teeth of Finley-Sharon Page, Grant Irie and Reamer battling their ways in there. Gain of 1 yard officially for Rigg. Third down and 7 at the Thunder 41-yard line. Same formation. Carpenter back to pass, has time over the middle. Thorsgaard on the slant is incomplete. Reamer again in the hip pocket and now maybe in the head of Thorsgaard. Back-to-back incompletions caused by Dylan Reamer. It's fourth down and 7.
Brings up fourth down.
Punt team comes out for Hatton Northwood. Azure will do the honors. He faked the punt earlier and completed it to Rigg for a first down that would have gone for 6 if there wasn't a block back against Hatton Northwood. Carlson's feet planted at the 25. Very unorthodox punting formation by Hatton Northwood. That one just off the toe of Azure, and it's down inside the 40. This ball is at the 37-yard line.
38-yard line or 37.5-yard line.
10:39 in the third quarter. Finley-Sharon Page's defense forces a punt to open things off in the second half. Spartans average 30 points per game. They are 1 point over half of that. T-bone offense. Reamer the dive on the fullback. Hand off to Carlson on the left side on the sweep. Has a lane. Azure to beat and almost made Azure miss. Pushing back inside. Azure just gets the ankles. First down, Finley-Sharon Page inside Thunder territory. That one from the 38-yard line all the way to the Thunder 43. 22 yards for Carlson on that carry. Ball at the 43. Power eye for Satcham. Working quickly. Blitz coming possibly from the linebackers. Jacobson takes the toss to the right. Gets a guard from Thompson. Jacobson taken down for a 5-yard gain. Maybe subtract 1 there, make it a gain of 6 actually. Jacobson, 14 carries, 59 yards on the ground tonight. Last time at Hope, he had 4 carries for 158 and 4 tutties. Power back, feeling it for Satcham to work with. Hands off, inside to Jacobson for 3 yards. Brings up third down and 2 for Finley-Sharon Page. Jacobson taking the work tonight, 15 carries. Blake Jacobson gets the rest. Thompson comes in. It's Jack Thompson. The wing on the right side. Carlson the deep back. Up by 10. Carlson right to left in formation. Now toss to Carlson the right. Cuts it back inside. And he's gone. But that play is coming back. Touchdown for now. Cody Reamer absolutely rammed through and obliterated a Hatton Northwood defender, and they call a hold on Reamer.
We've got a holding on the Spartans.
That comes back against Finley-Sharon Page. Their third penalty tonight. Carlson had the lane. Reamer, don't know how he got the chance to hold the way he laid the wood on that one. Backs it up, 3rd and 12. At Northwood catches a break. And they had the Spartans backed up deep. Ball's at the 46. Jack Thompson out. Blake Jacobson in. Senior for senior. At Northwood's sideline, getting into it. Pivotal point. First drive of the half for the Spartans. Toss to the left side. Carlson. Steinbrink to rally him down. And the Hatton Northwood Thunder rally for 4th down. Michael Steinbrink in on the tackle from his defensive line position, slipping through the offensive line, and only a gain of 1 for Carlson. Ball's at the 45-yard line, we'll call it. Creeping towards the 44. Finley-Sharon Page showing signs of going for it in the huddle. 8:08 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. Playing for outright 3rd place in Region 2. Shotgun for Satcham. 2nd time tonight we've seen that. Back deep the pass. Takes a hit. Carlson can't corral it over Carlson's head. And once again, Finley-Sharon Page turns it over on downs. Satcham took a stick on that one as well.
Thunder will take over on downs at their own.
His first pass of the half. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Finley-Sharon Page, predominantly a running team. Back to Hatton Northwood. Carpenter. 3 backs around him. Azure behind him. Toss to Azure, right side. It's a fake going back to Rigg. Rigg has it corralled and cut at the 45, now 43-yard line. Satcham on the tackle.
The Thunder first down.
The gain of 15 yards make it to the 43. Gain of 17 on the toss. Azure has thrown it twice tonight. Riggs' 4th catch tonight. That one for 17 yards on the first down. First play of the drive. Toss from Carpenter to Rigg, right side. Cuts back inside, avoiding gear. Finley-Sharon Page rallies.
Tackle by Thompson.
Irie in there as well as Hushka and Jacobson.
On the play. 2nd and 13.
3 yards on the loss. A toss to Rigg. He's back down to 0 yards rushing, 6 carries. Azure, the right side wing. Single receiver set both sides. Toss to Rigg. Same play back, basically. And Trevor Thompson takes him down. Only 1 yard on that gain. Hurry up offense once again. 3rd down and 12 for Hatton Northwood. Their second drive of this second half. That backfield for Hatton Northwood, you think they put it to more use with Azure and Rigg combining for 420 pounds. The refs stop the clock for an equipment timeout. Jacobson has to come out of the ball game. Looks like Connor Dahl subbing in for Jacobson at the middle linebacker position. 3rd down and 12. Carpenter back the pass. Flush out to the right. Now back over the middle and intercepted. Liam Satcham. Carpenter made a mistake. Threw across his body. Satcham finds the first interception of the night. He had an interception as well last time here in Hope against Larimore. This ball is at the 28-yard line. in Spartan territory. First interception we've seen tonight, and the third turnover forced by Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Satcham, hands off, toss right side, Carlson skirts in, now back out, now back in, and gains 9. Stutter steps. Nice block on the outside by Thompson. And they will give him 10 forward progress and carries it for 10 yards. Carlson, another first down rush. 11 carries tonight. At half, he had 83 yards. Started the second half with a 22-yard rush. Wishbone for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Satcham with the bark, almost got Hatton with the jump off sides. Carlson takes the pitch left side, upended for 5 yards. Carlson, each time he grabs it now, make it 6 with medium gains. Brings it to 2nd down and 5 for the Spartans at their 45-yard line. Same formation, crowded box for Hatton Northwood. Toss Carlson, same play. Got a block from Reamer, and we got a penalty. That was at the sticks for the first down, and a hold by Finley-Sharon Hope Page negates the first down rush. Spartans, 4 penalties tonight, starting to tack on laundry for Hatton Northwood, 5 so far. I've seen a lot of flags tonight, and a lot have been offset. There was 2 plays back-to-back in the first half where both teams offset. Makes it 2nd and 18 at the Spartan 30. A low-scoring affair for Hatton Northwood. They've been involved in 4 50-point games this season. They are 2-2 in those games. Finley-Sharon Hope Page has put up 50 twice this season. Most recently against Larimore. Satcham back to pass, screen pass. Jacobson finds it, has blockers, hurdles a man, and almost cleared him. This brings up 3rd down and long. A 9-yard reception to Jacobson brings it to the 39-yard line. It's Jacobson's first catch tonight. Not much of a receiving back, you'd think. Satcham's second completion. He's 2 for 5 and 54 yards. Single back is Reamer. Counter to Carlson. That's all sorts of confusion, and that is a loss for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Bodine blasted through and brings up 4th down and 15. Deep in their own territory at the 35. Finley-Sharon Hope Page punting here. Satcham almost lost a snap earlier from long snapper Grant Irie. Carpenter at his 36-yard line. Looks like Finley-Sharon Hope Page only had 10 players out there. They had 10 players out there. We're in 9-man football. They had one too many. And that's a penalty once again on Finley-Sharon Hope Page, their 5th. The ever so rare 10 men on the field. Carpenter carries himself to his own 40 now, make it the 41. Satcham the punt from his 30. 10-point game.
Carpenter back to receive for the Thunder.
This snap is pure from Irie. And a pure punt. Carpenter has to race up and dive and catch it at his own 47. Still great field position for Hatton Northwood to work with. Near midfield, only down by 10.
Thunder take over at the 47-yard line, trailing by 10.
Last drive ended in a Liam Satcham interception of Derek Carpenter. He rolled out to his right, had pressure to his left side, and just threw a prayer up over the middle across his body. Azure to his left, sends a man in motion, going left to right. That's Corsmo. Hand off to Rick, left side on the draw, and it's a gain of 4 yards.
Brings the ball to midfield, 2nd and 7.
Rigg battling all long tonight. The line of scrimmage. Only 1 yard on 7 carries. Make it 4 on 8. And there goes our scoreboard camera. Worry about that one later. Thorsgaard in motion. Rigg left side on the sweep, and he's going nowhere. Behind the line of scrimmage, Finley-Sharon Page finds the tackle for a loss. It brings up 3rd down and 10 for Hatton Northwood. Shotgun for Carpenter. Azure to his right. Rigg behind him. Tweet goes left to right in his tight end spot. Carpenter, play action, rolls out right, stops, cuts back, and Carlson is credited for the quarterback sack. 4th down and long. Carlson contained him, and Carpenter just slid down. 1:57 ticking here in the 3rd quarter. We'll worry about that camera later. It's 1:45 in the 3rd quarter, 16-6, 4th down and 16. Azure to punt to Carlson.
Thunder back in punt formation. Carlson to receive for the Spartans.
Carlson's feet planted at his own 21. Azure, good snap. Good kick.
By Azure.
This one at the 25 bounces to Hatton Northwood's advantage at the 20. Great punt by Kelby Azure.
We're going to have drawing for the Dollars for Scholars.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll buff that out later. First down and 10 at the Spartan 21-yard line. (16-6), 1:21 here in the 3rd quarter. Spartans on top. Region 2 romp. Outright 3rd place on the line on homecoming week for the Spartans. Toss to Jacobson, right side. Has a crease. 1 man to beat at the near sideline. Tried to stiff arm out of bounds from the 21. That ball now at the 45. Gain of 14 yards for Blake Jacobson. And they officially mark it at the 46, so a gain of 15 for Jacobson as he jolts his way through.
45-yard line.
Jacobson, 16 rushes, 87 yards. Ball's at the 46. Spartans in business. They set up shop. Power eye. Toss to left. Carlson. Back-to-back tosses. Now Carlson carries it for 6. This is past midfield into Thunder territory. Ball at the 49 of Hatton Northwood. Just crept past that midfield line. Carlson did. Under a minute to play, 45 seconds and ticking. Power eye for Satcham. Deep back is Carlson. Has 2 blockers. Has a flag as well. As he's taken down, Grant Irie slaps his hand in frustration. Maybe he knows that it was on him. I believe. Holding against Finley-Sharon Page indeed. Their 6th penalty tonight. Tacking on the penalties. Backs it up in the Spartan territory.
Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Spartans.
At their own 48. Excuse me, make that their own 43. Second down and 12. Clock's running. Under 20 seconds. Same formation. Crowded box for Hatton Northwood, showing pressure. Rig comes, backside, toss to Carlson, far side, left side. Has to beat Tweet, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, and finally pushed out of bounds all the way inside the 10-yard line. Zyro Carlson from the 43 into Hatton Northwood's 15-yard line. A first down burst on the toss to Carlson with 1 second left in the quarter. This ball is at the 8-yard line. 47 yards on the carry by Carlson, his 15th carry tonight. It's first down and goal for the Spartans, up by 10. Satcham with Thompson, his wing, end around to Carlson. He's cut down for a loss. And that's how the third quarter ends, with Finley-Sharon Page threatening the score again, up 16-6 against Hatton Northwood. We go to the fourth quarter here on homecoming week for the Spartans, 16-6 on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
I mean, today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country, experts in every field.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
We begin the fourth and final quarter of regulation with Finley-Sharon Page threatening, officially at the 11-yard line. So not first down and goal quite yet. Actually, second down and 11 after that loss by Carlson. Pitch to the right side. Carlson cuts past, now dives into the end zone. He's in! Carlson with the cut to the crib. Touchdown. Finley-Sharon Page. It's 22-6. From 11 yards out, Carlson makes it count. Here in the beginning of the fourth quarter, as our scoreboard camera took a dive.
11-yard TD run by Carlson.
Carlson for 6. 2-point conversion on its way. I formation for Satcham. Carlson the deep back. Satcham, play action to take himself. Pop pass being flushed out, and he's taken down by Rigg. He was looking for, I believe, Thompson or Reamer. 2-point conversion's no good for the first down tonight by Finley-Sharon Page, but they're up 22-6 after the 11-yard scurry by Carlson. Hatton Northwood trails. We'll be right back after the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard in 30 seconds.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley-Sharon Hope Page Spartans.
Sal Carlson punches in for 6 from 11 yards out. His first touchdown of the night. It's 22-6. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. Calvin Satcham will kick off. Deep backs for Hatton Northwood, Thorsgaard, and I believe Hunter Tweet. Finley-Sharon Page looking back in the winning column. Taken by Tweet at the 20. Goes up the middle and had a nice lane. Will be corralled and taken down at the 45. Hunter Tweet to the 46. And a nice return from Hatton Northwood to possibly spark a drive to answer Finley-Sharon Page.
Thunder start at the 46-yard line.
Hatton Northwood trails
11:44 to go in the fourth quarter.
22-6. 16-point game. Finley-Sharon Page at halftime led. They also led Mayport CG. Carpenter takes it to his right. Quarterback keeper tries to cut back inside. It's thrown down by Reamer and Thompson. Carlson in the vicinity as well. Gain of 3 for Carpenter. Has not ran it a lot. Only one time so far tonight. Just his second carry. Finley-Sharon Page changing its defensive ways coming into tonight. Usually it ran a 5-3-1, running a 4-4-1 tonight. 4 defensive linemen. 4 linebackers. Looks like some of the personnel has changed. See Brooks Braun in there on the defensive line. Looks like 3 true linebackers and 2 cornerbacks. Berkey comes in motion, left or right. Rigg on the play option. And it's taken back down by Jacobson. And Thompson as well. Gear in there.
Tackle by Geyer. We have a penalty.
Carpenter took it himself. Penalty on the play. See what exactly they call.
He just did.
Personal foul against Finley-Sharon Page after the tackle.
Foul against the Spartans, a late hit.
Late hit by the Spartans, and that will give, I believe, Hatton Northwood past midfield. Now push Hatton Northwood past midfield. It's first down and 10. Deeper in the Spartan territory. This ball placed at the 39-yard line. Thorsgaard to the right, split out. Tweet, the tight end, actually a wing. Rigg behind Carpenter in the pistol. Tweet motions right to left. Box is full for Finley-Sharon Page. Rigg up the middle. Handoff. He's going nowhere. Rigg taken down by Carlson and Reamer. Reamer and Carlson, a good duo in that linebacking core. It's second down and 10. Rigg 4 yards on 9 carries. Clock is stopped and now rolling at 10:14 in the fourth quarter. Tweet to the right, Rigg the block for Carpenter, slings it left for Azure. Azure through his hands. Airtight coverage by Liam Satcham. Satcham played it smart as well, not winning the height battle there. Third down and 10. Azure at 6'4" to Satcham's 5'10". Has to play like a gnat, and he does so right there. Third down and 10 coming up.
10 for the Thunder.
It's the 8th pass. Carpenter's missed tonight. Tweet to his right. Rigg behind him. Azure split out wide to the left. Thorsgaard to the right. Jacobson maybe showing blitz. He's on his way. Carpenter has a clean pocket to Azure. Over the middle. Had it caught on a slant, and he dropped it. He dropped it. Liam Satcham once again in his hip pocket. It's fourth down and 10.
Redraw for the 50-50 drawing.
Satcham has been swift in that secondary all night long.
We have fourth down and 10 to go.
9:59, fourth quarter, 4th and 10 at the Spartan 39. Pivotal point for the Thunder, down by 16. Carpenter takes a snap, has blockers, looks over the middle. That one's out the hands of Carlson. Turnover on downs. Finley-Sharon Page gets it back.
No flag. Spartans will take over on possession. Now we have another drawing for the $50 for scholars. $145 jacket.
Finley-Sharon Page has came through many times on defense. Turnover on downs once again by Hatton Northwood. Also 3 turnovers forced by this Spartan defense. They get it back in their own territory with 9:55 left to play in regulation.
Spartans take over with 9:55 to go in the
Carlson, the deep back, who has led the team tonight in carries and rushing yards. He takes it right back up the middle, cuts back inside, and he took a lick and a stick after 7 yards. Steinbrink.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
Steinbrink sunk Carlson right there. 7 yards on the rush. His 17th attempt tonight. Carlson upright and fine. Wishbone, backfield. Connor Dahl in there. Dive to Reamer on the fullback dive. And he takes it to the sticks. First down, Finley-Sharon Hope Page, it looks like.
That's enough yardage for another Spartan first down.
Up to the 50, a gain of 5. Reamer's first carry since the first half, I believe the first quarter. He has 31 yards on 6 carries. 9-13, fourth quarter. Outright third place on the line. Only 6 points by Hatton Northwood tonight. They were shut out by Cavalier on September 10th, 54-0. Satcham hands off Carlson, cuts in the backfield, and he's taken down. Carlson met by Tweet and Steinbrink. It's 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Before this season, Hatton Northwood had lost 10 straight dating back to last season. Now find themselves at 2-3, returning to 9-man football. Connor Dahl races in from the sideline. If a win tonight, Finley-Sharon Hope Page can surpass their total from last season. They finished 3-6. They're 3-2. Wishbone for Satcham. He lost the football and got it back.
On the exchange, he recovers it. Brings up 3rd down.
This brings up 3rd down and long.
3rd and 12.
Lose another yard. It's 3rd and 12. Last time Finley-Sharon Hope Page played in Hope, Carlson and Jacobson combined for 315 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. Carlson a quiet 151 that night. Jacobson allowed 4 carries for 158 and 4 scores. 3rd down and 12 at the 48. Hasn't been the most explosive backfield, but Carlson and Jacobson have made it count, up by 16. Jacobson, now the deep back, takes the pitch right, fakes the handoff on the reverse, now has a lane, now stiff-armed and gang tackled down past midfield at the 46-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
Stays in bounds.
He stayed in bounds, so the clock will run 7 minutes and under now after the 6-yard run by Jacobson.
4th and 7.
4th and 7, Spartans will go for it. Wishbone, Satcham, play action to his left. Play to Reamer, fullback out of the backfield, has it cut at the 25-yard line. Cody Reamer. Who else but the fullback with the first down catch?
It's enough yardage for another Spartan first down.
22 yards on the completion. Satcham's 3rd completion tonight. Reamer does not catch much out of the backfield. Hand off to Carlson up the middle, and he's going nowhere. That's back at the 26.
2nd down.
6:12 and ticking. Jack Thompson rotates in and subs out. Connor Dahl. Blake Jacobson on the sideline as well. Some new numbers in there for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Drew Osmo at end. Dylan Reamer, the right side in. Wishbone for Satcham. Fake to Thompson. Rolls out to the right. Has Carlson caught out of the backfield and past the sticks. First down, Finley-Sharon Hope Page. Carlson carrying that man for a ride. Out of bounds. This pushes it to the 10-yard line, 16 yards on the pass out of the backfield from Satcham to Carlson.
The 12-yard line, 5:42 in the quarter.
Carlson's first catch of the night for a first down. 5:42, the clock stops at the 12. So called a gain of 14. Motion, Thompson, right to left, Carlson, toss right, flag on the play, tackled inside the 10. Carlson with the stutter steps. Hold against Finley-Sharon Hope Page, their 7th penalty of the night. Now back up the Spartans from the 12 to the 17.
First down and 23 yards to go.
Actually back it up to the 25-yard line. First and 20 for Finley-Sharon Hope Page. 5:36, clock stopped.
Get your tickets out. At the end of this play, we'll draw one more time.
Jack Thompson rotates in. After losing to Mayport CG last week, 36-20, Finley-Sharon Hope Page led at half here and are leading by 16, looking to tally on. Power I. Thompson motions out to the right, toss to the left side for Carlson. Has to cut in and reverse fields and finally taken down. Running laterally to the 20, now make it 18-yard line. Ball at the 17 now.
Another drawing. Get your tickets out, please. Winning ticket number 7859.
Gain of 7 for Carlson.
020.
19 rushes tonight.
020. Please come up and claim your $145.
Carlson above 100 tonight. He went for 100 against Indo-Maple Valley in week 2. 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Was held by Lemoore Litchfield Marion on 11 attempts for 24 yards, but exploded versus Larimore for 151. Toss to Carlson again to the same right side. Cut down for a minimal gain. Gain of 3 for Zeiler.
Third and 13.
32nd half points last week. Given up by this Finley-Sharon Hope Page defense, only give up 6 tonight. Spartans offense supplying the power. Shotgun for Satcham, 3rd and 13. Reamer to his right, gives him a block, sets his feet, now it's a step up and he's going down. He's sacked.
Pressured by number 60.
And on the play, I believe, Bodine, Kale Gensrick. I believe that was actually Preston Bodine on the sack. Timeout by Hatton Northwood. With 3:57 left in the fourth quarter, 22-6 ball game. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard.
Of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Second timeout taken by Hatton Northwood tonight in the second half. They're down 22-6 against Finley-Sharon Hope Page on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. 3:57 left in the fourth quarter. Spartans up by 16 and threatening to score again. They face a 4th and 19. Spartans no strangers to converting on 4th down. That's how they kickstarted the whole night. 35-yard rush by Zara Carlson. Set up Jacobson nicely for the 4-yard touchdown scamper. Satcham in the shotgun with Jacobson and Reamer to block for him. Back the pass. Going to try to let it loose. Slings it to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Finley-Sharon Hope Page! 21 yards. to Zauer Carlson on the catch. 28-6. Satcham set his feet. Found the slingshot and dropped it right in the breadbasket of Zauer Carlson. 21 yards on the completion. Carlson's second catch tonight, 1 of 14 now of 21 yards. Fifth completion by Satcham. Wishbone on the 2-point conversion. Flag in a delay of game. 8 penalties by Finley-Sharon Page. Finley-Sharon Page letting it fly, a team that usually doesn't pass. Up by 16. Now push it to 28-6. Satcham going to pass again. Has a man open. That's Reamer out of the backfield. 2-point conversion good. The fullback fills it himself. 30-6. Spartans on top big now on homecoming week. Finley-Sharon Page 30. Hatton Northwood 6 in the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Spartans are pulling away with 3:50 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Keep yourself healthy and take advantage of the September savings at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Get Health Mart Ibuprofen 200 milligram, 100 count coated tablets or caplets, $6.49. Health Mart Daytime Severe Cold and Flu caplets, $4.49. Children's Cold and Cough Multi-Symptom, $4.49. Allegra 24-hour antihistamine tablets are $18.99. And Hall's Relief Cough Suppressant Oral Anesthetic, $2.09 per pack. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
3:50 left to play in regulation. Finley-Sharon Page up big, 30-6 against Hatton Northwood on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. This score holds. Finley-Sharon Page takes outright third place in Region 2 behind the undefeated Mayport CG Patriots and the also undefeated Cavalier Tornadoes. What could make an interesting finish to Region 2 in the upcoming 2 weeks. Satcham the kickoff, Thorsgaard and Tweet, the deep backs. Right to left. Middle line drive, and would have gone out of bounds. Tweet picks it up anyway, puts on a juke, tackle by the ankles on the far sideline, and plenty of flags flying. Dahl made the tackle. I believe a secondary Spartan jumped on Tweet at the last second. May have caused a unnecessary roughness flag to occur. There's also a penalty flag at the Spartan 38. We'll see what the official ruling is as the refs converge and confer. Looks like a possible block in the back being called. See what they call possibly blocking the back, and it is most definitely blocking the back. Hatton Northwood, also a personal foul against the Thunder. And that one is accepted by Finley-Sharon Page. 6th penalty by Hatton Northwood tonight. Down by 24 of the Thunder are. At 3:44 left to play. This will back them up inside the 20. Tweet has done well returning tonight. He could have let that one gone and fly out of the out-of-bounds marker. And those 2 flags would have never happened. Ball's at the 13-yard line. Carpenter with Azure to his right. Rigg behind him. Shotgun set. Carlson and Reamer point out a possible false start. Rigg might have false started, got a good jump. Carpenter with the cannon let loose for Thorsgaard. One man to beat is Reamer from the 13. And high stepping into the end zone. Touchdown, Hatton Northwood. Carpenter cannons it to Thorsgaard. 87 yards on the play. Second time Carpenter and Thorsgaard have hooked up for 6. 3:31 left on the clock. It's 30-12. Again, one play, one score to begin a drive for Hatton Northwood. Two-point conversion on its way. Carpenter slings it to Azure and intercepted by Carlson. Two-point conversion, no good. Finley-Sharon Page gives up 87 yards through the air from Carpenter Thorsgaard, but still up 30-12 against Hatton Northwood with 3:31 left to play here in the Keith Avery Pioneer Seed scoreboard.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
30-12 ball game. Finley-Sharon Page gives up one through the air, 87 yards. Carpenter to Thorsgaard. Two-point conversion, no good. Carlson picked it off for the Spartans. 3:31 left to play in regulation on the Keith Avery Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Oh. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm in your way. Spartans to await the kick from Frederick. Possibly an onside coming here. And it is right on the spot. And that one's touched by both teams. Now it's scrum. Finley-Sharon Page thinks they have it, and they do. At their own 48.
Recovered by Hushka.
Hayden Hushka on the recovery, and we have an injured Thunder player down. Looks like that's Thorsgaard down. And he looks like he's in some real pain. Trainer comes out. It's 30-12. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood. 3:30 left to play in regulation on the Keith Avery Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Take a break for the injured Thunder player.
Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City. They have a great student-to-teacher ratio at 16 students per class. Maple Valley ranks as one of the top 10 high schools in the Fargo-Moorhead area. For information, go online to maple-valley.k12.nd.us or call 701-749-2313.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Injured player for Hatton Northwood. It's actually Michael Steinbrink being helped off the field by Coach Tony Evanstead and the training staff. 30-12, Spartans lead the Thunder. 3:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. In the Keith Avery Pioneer Seed scoreboard, Spartans got the ball back on the onside kick attempt by Frederick and company. Ball's at the 48. Power I. Spartans looking to close it out and gain third place outright. Toss Jacobson, far side, has a block from Carlson. That's on Frederick and Thorsgaard. And a first down, Finley-Sharon Page. Jacobson for 11. And that puts him over the 100-yard threshold. 106 tonight. First down carry at the 41 of Hatton Northwood at 3:24. Clock is stopped. Same formation.
Same backfield.
Carlson had a nice block on that last run. Dahl's in. Carlson, the deep back, gets his number called, and he picks up a big chunk as well. Call it to the 35. Gain of 6. Timeout, Hatton Northwood and Tony Evanstead down 30-12. 3:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Spartans on top of the Thunder here on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Tony Evanstead and the Thunder. Their defense faces a 2nd and 5, down 30-12, 3:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Keith Diary, Pioneers Heat scoreboard, Finley-Sharon Page 30-12 lead. Most recent score, Carlson from 21 yards out. Caught a pass for 6 from Satcham. Now Satcham has a power eye. Hands off to Reamer on the dive. Fullback maybe gains 1 yard. Another timeout, and that is the final, I believe, final timeout for Coach Tony Evanstead. 3:11 left in the fourth. 30-12 ball game. Be right back after 30.
Seed for your farm? Contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
30-12, 3:11, fourth quarter. Finley-Sharon Page on top of Hatton Northwood. Region 2 romp tonight on homecoming night for the Spartans. Making the best of it. High formation for Satcham once again. Power eye. Carlson the deep back. Toss to Carlson. Left side. Has a block. Has a crease. Carlson has a lane. And Carlson might have 6 more. Pushed out of bounds. And it tried to stick it out across the pylon right at the 1 yard line. 33 yards on the rush for Carlson. He thought he had it. It's a first down nonetheless. First down and goal, Finley-Sharon Page. 22 carries for Carlson tonight. Carrying the load and then some. Nice blocking up front. And from Carlson's backs, Dahl and Reamer. Now the backs. Looks like Jack Thompson and Reamer. Carlson once again the deep back. 1 yard to go. Toss to Carlson. Why not him? Finish it off. Has to beat one man. That's on the far side. Thorsgaard. Carlson from 1 yard out. Punches it in for 6. Touchdown, Finley-Sharon Page.
And the cannon goes off one more time.
Carlson ignites the cannon. 36-12.
All in for the Spartans.
2:54 left in the fourth quarter. Carlson's third overall touchdown of the night. Ran one in from 11, caught one from 21. Now has one from 1 yard out. 23 carries for number 13. 2-point conversion, counter, Carlson cuts inside, slides inside, he's in, 2-point conversion good. 38-12. Finley-Sharon Page with 2:54 on top of Hatton Northwood. 2:54 left to play before the Spartans are the number 3 team outright in Region 2.
Norman County Implement Harvest Season Specials 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced at $20 grand. 2013 Alloway folding topper 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
1 yard touchdown run by Carlson after going 33 yards in the previous play. As the wind picks back up here in Hope. It's around 52 degrees currently. The 9:09 mark, this game 2 hours and 9 minutes old. 2:54 left to play in the fourth quarter on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Satcham to kick off. Back deep is Thorsgaard and Tweet. Line drive to Tweet. He has fielded the majority of kickoffs tonight. Has it the 30, makes a man miss on the juke, and is thrown out of bounds at the 45. Like Craig Anderson in on the play. At Northwood, last time out. Scored from 87 yards out. Carpenter to Thorsgaard once again. Might be too little, too late with 2:46 to play. Blake Jacobson moves to the defensive end position. He was playing that position last time here at Hope 2 weeks ago versus Landmore. He's played middle linebacker all tonight. Carpenter takes a snap, looks to his left, has a man for Thorsgaard. And what a beautiful grab. That's actually number 10, Ryan Verkey. From the 45 into Spartan territory. That pushes it to the 27-yard line. 33 yards on the catch and completion for Carpenter. Azure to his right now. Back to pass once again. He's hurried, pressured by Reamer, has to get it off. Carpenter with Reamer roaring through the line off the blitz. Second down and 10. Ball at the 27. First catch of the night for Verkey. .234 fourth quarter.
Second and 10 for the Thunder. 3 receivers split
Spread offense. Doubles to the right. Carpenter of Azure blocking. Goes to his right. Has a slant cut. That's Rigg. Who's corralled and put down after a 7-yard gain. Third down and 4 coming up.
Carpenter back again.
Carpenter slings it to his left side. Has Verkey again.
Incomplete pass.
In coverage is Jack Thompson. Incomplete.
Fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 for the Thunder to deal with.
2:08 left on the clock.
2:08 here in this fourth quarter, 38-12. Finley-Sharon Page looking to close this one out. Celebrate homecoming in style. Tweet in the backfield along with Rigg. Tweet's in the right hip pocket of Carpenter. Azure split out wide to the left. Carpenter takes the snap, has pressure in his face to Azure, and that is a wobbler, incomplete. Azure had to slide, couldn't make the dive in the grab. Turnover on downs, back to Finley-Sharon Page.
Spartans take over on downs.
Spartans can run the clock out here. Only one timeout left for Hatton Northwood. 2:04 to play. A few handoffs to Carlson and Jacobson should do the trick. Austin Rigg checks out. Hunter Frederick in some time on defense. Jacobson in the backfield. Offset to the right. Looks like Finley-Sharon Page will take the knee with 2 minutes on the dot to play right now. 25-second play clock, I believe. Finley-Sharon Page will take the knee anyway. 1:45 and ticking. The Spartans 1 minute and 40 seconds away from a W. Harley Hushka in the ball game for Finley-Sharon Page. She got the play versus Landmore 2 weeks ago. I asked Harley if she's going to get the play tonight. She said, I hope so.
Satcham takes another knee.
She got what she wanted. Another knee from Satcham. 120 and ticking. New players rotating in and out. Hushka rotates out. That's Hayden Hushka. Harley's still in. Jacobson jogs off the field. Well-earned night for him. Now at the minute mark, and under now. Finley-Sharon Page, 50 seconds away from win number 4. Satcham with the knee. See if they need to do it one more time. 35 seconds to go. Finley-Sharon Page, after this win, they'll travel to play Griggs Makota at Griggs County Central High School. Hatton Northwood will take on the Pole Bears in Hatton. The I Believe We Just Won chant breaks out from the student section. 10 seconds to go. Finley-Sharon Page. Doesn't look like they'll take another knee. The refs will let it run out. And at the end of this ball game, outright Region 3 seed as of now, Finley-Sharon Page takes it from Hatton Northwood, put it in the books. At 38-12, the Spartans triumphant over the Thunder. 38-12 on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Take a break and come back with our post-game report and final stats and players of the game. Thanks for watching North Dakota 9-Man High School Football on YourLiveEvent.com. If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon Hope Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
If you're in need of Minnesota and/or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
final on the Keith Diary Pioneer Seat scoreboard. Final of the ball game. Finley-Sharon Page 38, Hatton Northwood 12. Homecoming week for the Spartans paid off. They get to celebrate in style. 4-2. Finley-Sharon Page surpasses its win total from last season. Hatton Northwood drops to 2-4. Spartans are now the number 1 3 seed. Let me restate that. The clear 3 seed as of right now in Region 2. 9-man football. Let's see how they got there. Let's recap our scores. One lone touchdown in the first quarter off the opening drive by Finley-Sharon Page, 75 yards. Blake Jacobson punches it in from 4 yards out. Carlson falls up for the 2-point conversion, 8-0 at the 7:01 mark. Second quarter, 4:20 left in the half. Jacobson from 2 yards out plunges in. Carlson follows up. 2-point conversion and once again good, 16-0. 16-6 at the half after a 69-yard touchdown pass from Carpenter to Thorsgaard with just 3 seconds remaining on the clock as the touchdown was scored. 2-point conversion no good after Carpenter's cannon shot to Thorsgaard. 16-6 your halftime score. Nobody scores in the third quarter. The initial touchdown in the fourth, just about 27 seconds in, Carlson, from 11 yards out, punches it in for 6. 2-point conversion no good. It's 22-6. 3:50 left. Carlson strikes again, this time in the passing game. Satcham slings it for 21. Carlson with the slide for the catch and 6 more. That 2-point conversion is good. It's 30-6. Finley-Sharon Page with 3:50 left to play in the ball game. 3:31. Hatton Northwood answers right back on their first drive. After giving up the score, Thorsgaard goes 87 yards to the crib off the pass from Carpenter, 30-12. No good on the 2-point conversion. Fourth quarter, Carlson finalizes and puts an exclamation point on this ball game from 1 yard out after the 33-yard first down run. Carlson from 1 yard out punches in for 6 more. 2:54 left to go. It's at 38-12, and that's our final tonight on the Keith Diary Pioneer Seat scoreboard. 701-789-0315. Finley-Sharon Page takes it from Hatton Northwood. Taking our break and get back to you with our final stats, player of the game, and looking ahead to next week. This is North Dakota 9-man football on yourliveevent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to our post-game report. As you see the Spartan faithful celebrating with their Spartans here on homecoming night. Finley-Sharon Page on top, 38-12 your final against Hatton Northwood. As we look at our players of the game, and it honestly falls between Zara Carlson and Blake Jacobson. We got to give the edge to Carlson. We'll get his final stats tallied up as the wind and temperature drop here in Hope. Zara Carlson with 3 total touchdowns tonight. Rushed it 23 times, plunged in from the ground 3 times, and 1 touchdown catch of 21 yards. Zara Carlson with our honors of the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That is Zaire Carlson, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Zyra Carlson, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. 3 touchdowns tonight for the junior running back. 1 of 11 yards on the ground, 21-yard pass from Satcham, and then the 1-yard scamper after the 33-yard first down rush for Zyra Carlson. Take a break and come back. Look ahead to next week for both squads, and we'll wrap it up here from Hope. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com, 9-man high school football in North Dakota.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Welcome back for the final time here on YourLiveEvent.com's post-game show. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, once again, Zyra Carlson, 3 total touchdowns tonight, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. Liam Satcham with a slingshot to Carlson to the crib. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Zyra Carlson. Now let's talk about next week for both squads. Let's talk about Hatton Northwood. Short bus ride back for them. They are now 2-4 overall this season after tonight's 38-12 loss and fall to the 4th seed in Region 2. And winless on the road this season. All of their losses have become on the road. 0-4, 1-2 in Region 2. Hatton Northwood next week plays Larimore at Hatton. That's October 1st, the first day of the best month of the year, in my humble opinion. After that, they'll play Mayport CG. Also a home game. That one's at Northwood High School, however. So, compare and contrast, 2 very different teams Hatton Northwood has left to play on their schedule. Larimore, one of the bottom seeds in Region 2, and the Mayport CG Patriots currently undefeated in Region 2. Finley-Sharon Page surpasses last year's win total of 3-6, now to 4-2 on the season, 2-1 at home here in Hope, now 2-1 in Region 2. They play Griggs Midkota at Griggs County Central High School next week, and after that, a clash with Cavalier, the undefeated Tornadoes, on the 8th. That's back here at Hope Page School for Finley-Sharon Page. One final time on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard, Finley-Sharon Page 38, Hatton Northwood 12. Thanks to our sponsors at Keith Irie and all our sponsors here tonight. All the sponsors you saw, please patronize them, give them your business. They make these broadcasts of high school athletics in North Dakota and Minnesota possible. We thank you, the viewer, for tuning in to tonight's football coverage of North Dakota 9-man high school football. The temperatures are dropping. Finley-Sharon Page not dropping anything tonight. They're winners, and they're moving on and pushing upwards towards Region 2. Once again, final 38-12. Spartans on top of the Thunder. And we'll take it from there. To you, the viewer, thank you for tuning in to tonight's coverage. And we hope to hear from you and see from you again soon. For myself, Derek Zimmer-McGuire, hoping you had a fantastic Friday night. Good night from Hope, North Dakota.